All right, man, welcome to Oscillators and Percolators, your synthesizer morning show. Today I found 9 super classic modern synthesizers. I came across this article on Gear News, and I figured we just go through it together, man, because these could be some wonderful beauties that will end up being, I guess you call them vintage in a few years. So let's get over here, man, check it out. So here's the website, Modern Synth Classics, 9 incredible synthesizers we'll still be talking about in 30 years. I thought this was a super interesting topic because I got a couple of them, and to be honest with you, I absolutely am in love with them, and some of them I'd even recommend for a first-time synth buyer, but who am I, man? You gonna listen to me for a recommendation? I don't know, probably not a good idea, but you can listen to me for some fun. All right, so let's roll over and check it out. This site is Gear News, one of the greatest websites. We got Gear News, Synth Anatomy, Matrix Synth. These are all awesome news sites. Music Radar, but this is one of my favorites. I just like the layout. It doesn't jam up my screen. So the picture right there, you got the ASM Hydrasynth. To me, this is one of the greatest synthesizers of all time. Even Epson Craft. Is it Epson? Epson Craft thinks so too. All right, so we got some modern synth classics. Let's scroll down. We got the Arturia PolyBrute, the Moog Grandmother, a Shun Sound Machines Hydrasynth, Groove Synthesis Third Wave, Expressive E from Osmose, Sequential Prophet 6, Korg Minilogue series, Teenage Engineering OP1 Field, Novation Summit. That's some interesting choices. That's 9 choices, man. And to be honest with you, if you had all 9 of these in your setup, that'd be a pretty sweet setup. Because you got all the classics. You got the ARPs, you got the Mini Moogs, you got the CS80s, these are Access Virus. These are all vintage now, you know? Might as well get a swig of my coffee while we're going here. Oh, that's good. Light roast too, Ethiopian. Got that little berry taste. I dig it. All right. So that's a cool looking synthesizer there, man. But classics, like this article says, doesn't mean they gotta be old, man. I think a lot of these are classics now because things are moving so fast. It's like we're in warp speed. It's like someone initiated Operation Warp Speed in the synth world, and stuff just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling, man. You can't even keep up with it. I can barely keep up with it. But let's look at the PolyBrute 12 first, baby. This is the cream dream. This is one of my all-time favorites. I absolutely love this thing. Cannot afford it at all. The only way I'll be able to afford this is if Behringer clones it, and I don't think they'll be cloning something like this. But they might. I just like the cream dream. All right, Arturia has #1 hardware synths that could qualify as a modern synth classic, but the one that continues to impress is the PolyBrute 12, 12 voices of polyphony. We haven't seen this out in the wild yet, man. I don't know how many of these even been delivered to people, but it's absolutely fantastic. You can check out loads of demos from the Synth Mafia and all the people who got them sent to them for free, but there's not many real people out there in the wild who got them yet, unlike the Moog Muse, which people could buy the day after the release. So this is kind of cool. I'm excited to see this when it comes out, because a guy sent me a video the other day, or an email, and he said, listen, man, I've got the Moog Muse, I've got the PolyBrute 12, I've got the PolyBrute 6, and I'll tell you right now, there's no demos on the internet right now that can actually let you know how friggin' insane the PolyBrute 12 sounds and is. It's like one of the craziest instruments probably ever created. My opinion, I haven't touched it, it's just an opinion, you know. What are you gonna do about it? All right, so the cream dream, man, it's got the Morphe pad, it's got the ribbon controller, it's got the beautiful sequencer, the Matrix, Steiner Parker filter and ladder filter, insane modulation, parallel or in series filter. Let's just check out a quick demo right here. Hopefully we don't get ad jacked. It's friggin' gorgeous, man. Totally awesome. Totally friggin' awesome. We keep rolling. We got the Moog Grandmother. This, man, you can pick this up for like 700 bucks on Reverb now used. And who knows, is Moog under In Music even gonna keep making this thing with that in the Matriarch? I mean, I'd like to see a Mark II in this one and a Mark II in the Grandmother or some variation of, but people absolutely love the Grandmother. I probably might end up picking one up. I got the Behringer Mono Poly. Do I really need that? I don't know. If I need those creamy filters. It's a patchable semi-modular 2 oscillator synth with a ladder filter. And as you know, people absolutely love it, and it's affordable. Brand new, 1,200 bucks brand new, but you can get this for 800 bucks used. So let's check out a little quick demo of this one. Thing about it is, all these analog synths that got no effects built into them, you got to put an effects pedal on it. If you're a Dallas guy, or you got to put it through a VST plugin or something, because I mean, you can say analog sounds good, but it always just sounds way better with effects. Right, super cool synthesizer. The Moog Grandmother will go down as a classic. I gotta pick one up, actually. I'm gonna get a Moog Grandmother. I don't know, should I get the Noir or the Pastel? You guys let me know in the comments, or the live stream that's going on post haste, you know? All right, then we got my favorite, man, and Epson's Craft's favorite. The Ashun Sound Machines Hydrasynth ASMs, beautiful, which I got a little sneaky feeling that the Hydra drum is going to be coming soon. I think they're going to make a Hydra drum that's going to blow people's minds. But anyways, 3 oscillator advanced wavetable synthesis, plenty of mutants to be vary around the sound, 2 powerful filters, modulation matrix, polyphonic aftertouch, ribbon controller. It's beautiful. Mine's over there on the floor right now because I got the Juno X taking its place, aka the Juno Diddy. Check out the Juno X-Files series. It's wild. Okay, so the cool thing about the Hydrasynth, they had a little something for everybody. Brand new, 530 bucks. You can get the Explorer, which is basically the same size as the Arturia Mini Freak, for $750. You can get the desktop, which is gold. I might get a desktop to go with it. And then you got the ASM keyboard, 49 keys, and then you got the Big Daddy, the Hydra Deluxe, all right, which is totally insane, 16 voices. And people say this thing can't sound analog. It can sound analog, man, trust me. I'll put my life on it. It can sound analog. And you can go find videos. There's tons of people who make patches that sound crazy analog, all right? And then they put out the Silver Edition, which I absolutely love. Let's get a little taste of the Explorer. So this is the cheapest one, entry-level synthesizer. A lot of people say you shouldn't do the Explorer for a beginner, but I think you should, especially the Hydra Explorer. Crazy big sound for a small synthesizer, totally awesome. Now, we roll down here, we got the Groove Synthesis Third Wave. This, to me, is one of the most beautiful synthesizers created in the last 10 years. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a throwback to the old PPG wave. It's breathtakingly beautiful, and it's insanely powerful. Some people say it's a VST in a box. I think you're absolutely out of your mind. It's got digital oscillators, analog filters, 3 oscillators, wavetable, crazy modulation sources, low-fi, wavetable import, sample import, poly-unison. Thing's a beast, absolute crazy beast. And the sounds you can get at this thing are breathtaking. A lot of people are like, why would you pay $5 grand for a third wave when you can get a Hydrasynth Deluxe that can do a lot of the same stuff? Why? Because it's gorgeous. Let's check out the desktop version, Bonito. Sick. Total insanity, absolutely breathtaking. I don't even like that kind of music, but I love it when it comes out of that. That's cool. All right, we're rolling down. We got one of the most impressive synthesizers come out and unique. We got the Expressive E Osmose. My buddy Echo Crafts got one of these. He vouches for it, and he's an absolute legend. And he tells me that this thing is insane. Augmented keyboard action, MPE technology, out the wing, 3 dimensions of control. You got the wiggle, you got the up, you got the down, you got it all around. Okay, it's got a crazy built-in sound engine. They just did an update, added way more presets, and it's only going to get better and better. I think they added a new filter and everything else. Hakan Audio Egan Matrix is the icing on the cake. Let's just check a little demo for this one. So the cool thing about this, if you have keyboard or other synthesizers that have MPE technology, you can actually use the Expressive E Osmose as a MIDI controller and use all its expressivity on your other synthesizers. I think Anthony Marinelli's got a real awesome video out there. Go check it out. Can't remember what the name of it or anything like that, but he does, a guy comes in, they play a bunch of expressive stuff, and the stuff they hook this up and do it with is absolutely amazing. I don't got my regular background here. I got my interrogation unit background here from the Juno Ditty. All right, next one, we got the Sequential Prophet 6. This one here, Dave Smith's attempt to reimagine the Prophet 5 in the modern area. It's got 2 new oscillators, low high pass filters, modern take on the famous polymod section. Got a ton of effects and a 24-bit, which are 24-bit digital, but you can bypass them all for analog purity. So that's cool. We go down here, you're looking at a cool 3,500 bones for that baby. But let's get a little taste real quick of this one. Prophet 6. No Dave Smith synthesizers or sequential synthesizers. Probably going to the next one I got to pick up. Everyone's telling me to get a Rev 2 desktop. We'll see what happens. I'm going to ask Noir, man, what should I get? If I was to get a Prophet or a sequential, which one would you get? I know you got some experience with Prophets, and I know Echo does too, and I know John does. So you guys they want me to get the Rev 2, but I'd be interested to hear your point of view, Noir. If I was to get a sequential or Dave Smith synth, which would I get? Let's keep rolling, man, because we got more to come. We got the Korg Minilogue series. Luckily enough, I've got the Korg Minilogue XD. It's an absolute crazy synthesizer, 4-voice, digital hybrid. It's got third-party oscillators you can import. I can't remember the name of it. You can go figure it out, but it's a super cool synthesizer. I don't use it that much. It's sitting up there on the shelf at the minute. I don't know if I can show you. It's sitting right up here, look. There it is, right? We got the Juno Ditty. We got lots of stuff going on here. Everyone's like, man, this guy's got no sense. I'm like, man, you don't know what you're talking about. All right, so anyways, we got the Minilogue series, which is awesome. They got the Korg Minilogue and the Korg Minilogue XD. I think as an entry-level synth, I mean, $400 brand new for the Minilogue. Can't go wrong. Got a sequencer in it, tons of cool patches, lots of effects. Minilogue XD, you're looking at another $100. So, and then you got the little black beauty down there. So let's just check out a quick demo of this one. Big time. Damn, I gotta break my back out. I keep forgetting how good this thing is. Yeah, so man, if you want a cheap synth, and the thing about it is, if I switch over here real quick, this here, man, the build quality in that thing is insane. It's all metal. It's got those beautiful little composite wood things on the side. It's not real wood, it's plastic, but it looks like wood. It's beautiful, dude. It's gorgeous. I think if you want to get that, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't get it. You should get it. Oh, there I am. Sweet. All right, back to the business. Let's keep rolling. We got the next one. The Teenage Engineering OP1 Field. You know I'm not the biggest Teenage Engineering fan, but everybody loves this thing. And if you want something portable, sketch pad, and you want to pay $1,000 for it, this might be it for you. But that's not the point. The point is when this came on the scene, even though it's expensive, it gave a lot of people an insane little inspiration box that sounds good and it's got tons of capability, and people absolutely loved it. So even though I didn't love it, people love it. It's a sampler, drum machine, vocoder, FM radio, tape recorder. It's got effects in a portable battery powered package. $1,800. Wow, crazy, you know? But everybody knows, man, you can't knock it because Teenage Engineering ain't cheap. So let's check this out. Major upgrade.
Parameter knobs. I can control the EQ.
Powerful little beast.
Of course, do mixing with the levels and so forth. The
pretty decent, right?
The drums.
So you get the idea, man. $1,800. I think that's wild when you can get a Korg Minilogue XD for $500, or you can get that. I mean, I don't know what you want to do, but and I know my good internet buddy No Lake, one of the greatest musicians on YouTube. Check out his channel, No Lake. He is absolutely fantastic. Go check him out. If you want to hear some real, he's a wizard with the Novation Summit. And this here is a 16 voice, 3 FPGA generated digital, new Oxford oscillator with VA wavetables, FM, dual analog filters, 3-stage analog distortion, 2 peak engines. The peak is the 8 voice, and splits, layers, wavetable editor. It's absolutely crazy. This is probably one of the coolest synthesizers. Chris Huggins, God rest his soul, passed away, and he was involved in this beautiful baby, and he was also involved in the new PWM Mantis that just came out. This is going for a cool $2,000, but you can pick it up used, probably get it for like $1,200 maybe. And this here, man, I think this is like an all-in-one synth. Let's check it out. Don't be sleeping on the Novation Summit. I might get a Novation Peak to go right on top of the Hydrasynth. Everyone will be like, oh, dude, that's overlap, overkill. You know what? We hunting for synths out here. We're synth hunters, all right? A lot of us are synth worshipers too, you know? Come on, why wouldn't you worship all this beautiful gear, okay? So that's it, man. That's the show for today. That is, well, bam, bam, bam. Let's go through it. Right from the top, I'd like to thank GearNews.com for providing this wonderful summation. Modern synth classics, 9 incredible synthesizers we'll still be talking about in 30 years, man. Sequential, Arturia, Moog, Novation, and here is the list. PolyBrute 12, Arturia, Moog Grandmother, ASM Hydrasynth, Groove Synthesis 3rd Wave, Expressive E Osmose, Sequential Prophet 6, Korg Minilogue Series XD and the original, Teenage Engineering OP1 Field, and Novation Summit. Now, if you're gonna put a gun to my head and say, man, choose one, I'm gonna go with, for me personally, I think if you're gonna get any one of those and you want a classic, you go with the Hydrasynth 49 key or deluxe, or the Novation Summit. That's 2 for me that I think will take you into the future because they're already the future, you know? That's my opinion. But you know what? If I had cash, I'd get every single one of them. You know I would. All right, baby. So that's that show for today. That's oscillators and percolators. You guys let me know down in the comments. I hope you had a good time and enjoyed this. Like, share, and subscribe. My channel's a little bit wild. It's a little bit weird. We cover a gambit of crazy things. And sometimes it goes off the rails, sometimes it don't, sometimes we stay on track. But man, we're just rolling, having a good time here, man. We're synth babies, okay? Thank you for joining me. And you guys take it easy. I'll be back later. Just to let you know, I'm doing about 30 live streams a month, posting about 8 or 9 videos, interacting full tilt all the time. We're having a good time. Let me know if it's too much or if it's too little. And stay tuned for the Juno X episode 2 series. There'll be some big revelations. Shoo, shoo.